that far post area.
This time he goes near post and the header's in! They change it up, the result's different, and Totsch puts Louisville in front.
Just mentioned the location that Danny Cruz wanted to hit with his first couple corner kicks was that far post. So now you send everyone far and you allow Totsch to crash towards that near post, slash across his individual marker. Palacios does not need to hit it hard, just simply redirect it. Snap over his left shoulder.
Or if they do lose and shake up the lineup a bit, they're not losing any quality. Over the top from Serrano to McFadden, squared back, and Goodrum! Clinical from Louisville for Phillip Goodrum. It's another tally in purple. It's 7 on the season.
Fantastic bit of play from Lou City yet again. You start on one side of the field, you end on the other. Is a way that you can break through this mid to low block, but it all comes down to the movement of Phillip Goodrum. As his ball goes to the byline, Toronto gets caught ball watching, so just watch his secondary movement. Well done from Andy McFadden as well to cut back. Start.
One back by Louisville. They've got the numbers here, 4-on-3. Orchestrated by Glito. Feeds Serrano, wants it back. Serrano goes at it himself, and it's the exclamation point for Louisville City.
Sloppy from Miami FC, and then look how quickly they make this a transitional meet. Give credit to Glito, the patience to pick up his head, and as he continues his run, that as
big piece in the midfield as the ball headed forward. Traore does a nice job to come over, and he has to wait for it. With a poor pass. Wesley one touch as he looks to make a run in. Switching sides. Here's Donor, little one-touch deflection, and Ríos Novo can't save it in Monterey Bay. Has their first goal since August 17th, and it's 1-0 to the visitors.
Celebrations on the near sideline from Monterey Bay FC.
Last few moments of this first half, Monterey Bay looking to see if they can't double their lead before the halftime break. This one sent near post as Dennis tries to clear it up and away. Not fully out of danger as that ball's going to leap up. And Ríos Novo has to leap up into the air. And goodness gracious, it's 2-0.
The fans out here at 38th and Washington are stunned. A misplay from Phoenix Rising in the aftermath of that corner kick. Guzman plays the ball back in. Rocco Ríos Novo never goes to claim to play as one of those number 10s for Phoenix Rising, one of those attacking midfielders as Parker John sets up shop on this right wing.
Julio, low little back heel, 1-2, back to Cabral. Cabral waits, still waiting. Asso Carr deflected back towards the center. Formella draws them back to within 1. And now a bit of a skirmish going on in goal. Is Herrera now getting after it with Traore? As Phoenix looked to go and try to get the ball, they wanted to restart play quickly. And there it goes, Formella with the goal to make it 2.
This team slugging it out on this Saturday afternoon. Whipped in, header's in! Detroit grabs the opening goal 4 minutes out of halftime. And with the playoffs ever so close, Detroit smashes the header from Carroll to go ahead away at Charleston.
Set pieces are a fantastic way to kickstart the attacking phase of your game. Fantastic ball in from Villanueva. Enough pace and enough shape that Steven Carroll just needs to beat his individual marker, but take nothing away from the body control and the power.
Out of that murky pile of frustration. Markanich steps up. Markanich scores number 28. And Markanich pulls Charleston level. We've never seen anything quite like him in the championship before. 28 goals. Action in Spanish on TUDN, including October 9th, 4 days from now, Wednesday night, North Carolina and Tulsa. Torres trying to get by. Torres is there! Torres scores! Juan Torres in Charleston from a goal down, went a man up, and now 2-1 ahead.
Talked about his quality, the ability to combine with the players around him, but also to go 1v1. I love how positive he is. Sees the space, he takes the space, but Jackson Conway, he gives you that focal point. As he does not come to feet, he just stays.
Conway pushing and shoving his way into the frame. Kissiedou, give it go. Kissiedou went for goal and scored. Oh, that is a remarkable goal. Detroit equalize in stoppage time. Wow, what a hit. 2-2 in Charleston. His first goal for Detroit City.
It starts with the extra effort from every single player in a Detroit City jersey. We talked about Elvis Samoa as well. The ability to pin back his individual marker and let the play develop as he holds off.
Jacquesson, Kizza, and Sample all inside the 18. And two, though, out wide to the left. Santana put his arm behind his back for the moment. Gagliardi misses that ball entirely. Jacquesson puts it home. It was only a matter of time in the 42nd minute. Jacquesson, one of the few starters tonight that has not been with the club on the regular. His second goal of the season. Check it out, 1-0 Riverhounds.
Great ball from Danny Griffin to change the point of attack, but now Santano's on the yellow card. He can't.
Griffin wasting no time. Mertz on the run. Jacquesson. Took a little bit too long. He scores anyway. Oh, unbelievable. A wide angle shot for him. He tucks it past Gagliardi. Unbelievable shot. If I'm Gagliardi, I am sick to my stomach.
Just a simple circulation from Robbie Mertz. Jacquesson, I don't know if the shot, if it's a cross, but those are the ones that you look at your teammates after and say, I meant to do that.
Jacquesson on the run. Jacquesson, wide angle again. This time gave it up. Kizza takes a shot. He goes off the bar and into the back of the net. You knew that was coming. Stat-stuffing game for Pittsburgh. They're on their way to another victory. It is 3-0 Riverhounds.
Far too casual, far too easy for Pittsburgh to triple their lead. Junior Palacios tries to play out of the back. No one reacts quick enough. Joey Desart, more youthful side, and hopes to sell them into other leagues around the world. A lot of questions asked of this Miami FC side ahead of the watch out.
Sample, Jacquesson looking for the hat trick, and why don't you just throw it there on the pitch? There's the hat trick for Jacquesson, tailor-made for him in the 75th minute. This thing is a laugher, 4-0 Pittsburgh.
Time and space on the ball for Bradley Sample. If you are Miami FC side, you have to drop too much.
And it was Odell that was in goal when these two teams faced off in early April. Both starting keepers on loan from MLS sides. Loss of Lou City. This one knocked in, and that's a goal. They've been doing it all year long. In minute number 12, Amadou Dia gets that one for Lou City, and the visitors are 1 goal to the good. They move the ball at a different level than anybody else in the league, Brad.
The combination play in the attacking third, switching sides, you know, with big driven long balls over to change the way that the defenders have to shift.
Quinn finds Stanley. Closing seconds of the opening half.
Good find.
Williams, the turn. Williams, the right foot.
Augie
Williams, number 75 of his career, tying Sebastian Guenzani as the 5th leading goal scorer in league history. And oh yes, it's time to cue the smoke in Indianapolis.
What a great find. Augie Williams, coming off of a hat trick, finds himself with an acre of space at the top of the box. They find his feet, a great touch to wrong foot the defender, turn, and a beautiful finish past Lass.
Not to go biblical on you, but goals tend to beget goals. He had 3 last week. Wilson was playing for Sporting Kansas City too. Ben would have been playing for the Bethlehem Steel in Miami. Here's Blake finding some space, looking for Augie Williams. One touch, finds the back of the net. It's a brace for Augie Williams after a hat trick the week before, and the Indy 11 have taken a 1-goal lead against the best side in the USL.
What a ball. What a ball.
Reminiscent of the Open Cup goal from Martinez to Williams. This time it's Blake on the service. And a rarity this year, Lou City is chasing the game.
Well, you look, it wasn't just the ball from Blake to Augie Williams, which was perfectly bent.
Wilson again, couldn't clear Aiden Stanley. Looking back post. Sumano is there. The turn, the hit, the deflection, the goal.
You're kidding me.
Lou City has got it. We're tied at 2 in the 94th minute.
You're kidding me. He's on one leg tonight.
They find a way, don't they?
What heart.
You give Louisville enough chances, they find a way to get the job done. They've got aspirations of 3 points, but 1 point will more than likely get the job done. They'll put them 9 points.
Tingey trying to give Loudon the lead in this crucial match. Scores. First goal of the year for Keegan Tingey, and Loudon takes the 1-0 lead.
First player to score here against Hartford since Taylor Davila on the 24th of August for Lou City.
Michael DeShields just aimlessly kicking it over the far sideline, giving possession back to Loudon. Here's Leggett in the box. He shoots and he scores. Wesley Leggett in the 83rd minute. His 8th goal of the season, his 2nd against Hartford. And the air has really come out of the balloon here at Trinity Health.
That will be that. Got to go and push bodies forward to try and get an equalising goal. You know you're going to leave yourself narrow at the back.
Yeah, just 2 teams have clinched, 1 team eliminated. Only 8 points separating 11th and 5th at the moment. Almost the playoff starting now for a lot of these teams. Can't afford to lose too many more games. Watch out.
Boy, and that ball is put in the back of the net by Zach Harivo. Disaster for Jordan Fehr.
It's his birthday, don't you know? Jordan Harivo doesn't care.
And the smoke pours out of the supporters section. A disaster for the Tampa Bay Rowdies.
Jordan Fehr's initial port outlet ball there. Already with the header back. Keep an eye on Jacquesson if you can. The right side of your screen here. Just look, he puts the gas on themselves with only 2 shots in this second half. Past the halfway mark now.
JJ Williams, great flick. Fuson, 1v1. Fuson in service,
and he actually puts it in the net. Fuson, a brilliant strike. Thought he was trying to send it across, and instead took care of the matter himself.
He'll certainly claim he meant to do it. Doyle was in the vicinity. I think I'm with you, Neil. I think it was perhaps an attempted cross to him. The far post with pace, and once again, you have to look at Jordan Fehr perhaps on this one, because Fuson was well struck, but Fehr was perhaps leaning too much towards his near post. We know what Fuson can do from there. Almost looked like he was just chipping it, Neil. He looked at 2 more again here tonight. That's 17 now in the last 8 games.
There's a good setup. Crossing over, toe poke, and Tampa Bay Rowdies right back in this one. Arteaga gets the goal.
Just as I say, they weren't being able to figure out this defense. A little play into the box.
And Ross, I was just about to say, we haven't seen enough Rowdies possession in the middle of the pitch. Well, there you go.
Good work here by Hilton. There's that man off the bench, Rivera. It was a lovely run, a lovely turn by.
Ooh. That ball's taken away one more time. Fuson, JJ Williams. Williams in, 3-1 Rhode Island FC. JJ Williams with a dagger in the 85th minute. Too much pressure. Rhode Island FC. They turned it up. They got the goal.
And they've shown it at times tonight, the press. Williams giving his teammate Fuson the credit. Was Hostad with the turnover there. Fuson, watch this little ball here.
Usually when you score first, you know, you have a big chance when you score second. But like I said, I mean, I've been guilty of that sometimes.
Lapa puts it in. There's number 11 for him on the year.
What a finish. What a finish. I mean, you want the ball falling to Bruno Lapa. Bottom corner. What a finish. And what a start. Absolutely brilliant if you're 9-1. This is what you want. Unbelievable from Bruno Lapa. 11 goals, like you said, Jake.
Both teams are already pushing and shoving inside the box, just outside the 6. Curled in, back post, back of the net. Tie game.
Riley. Great header, Camden Riley. I was just saying, lots of size in them, 6'3", Riley. I don't think he knew too much about it. He just kind of flicks it. And I mean, there's nothing Tyler Derry can do with that. It's a well-placed header.
Riley's 2nd goal this season.
Yeah, we talked about the...
And, I mean, we've seen so many pockets of brilliance here for San Antonio. It's just usually that final pass, a couple missed connections, just shy. I mean, a couple of games shy of a tie and a win.
The run for Jack Gurr, the service into the box, the giveaway. Kieran Phillips and Republic in the opening minutes with a 1-0 lead. Kieran Phillips, goal number 11 in his first year here in Sacramento.
Wow. I mean, that's going to be one heck of an uphill battle here for San Antonio. Really going to need the crowd on their side. Let's have a look at this. I mean, just, again, Jack Gurr creating all the options. Unfortunate turnover there from Kendall Burks, and you just can't do that because Kieran will take advantage of it, as you can see there. I mean, just, I think the name of the game from him has just been composure. And so really, no matter what happens, I think every player on this field is probably on the same page. What a step from
Carter Manley with the equalizer! Manley levels the match here early in the second half with his 3rd goal of the season. All knotted up at 1.
What a step there from Carter Manley. He found the seam, threw Sacramento off in just the right way. It's like a sneak attack here to save the day. He finds the seam and he stays composed, puts it in. One of the first to score this season and does not waste the
Dispossessed. That drops here for Burrow, though the footsteps come in. Nice job by SAFC. Ooh, SAFC did well to keep possession. Hernandez is going to keep it alive on the touchline. Jorge can give it a go himself. What a bend on that ball! That's an own goal! That's an own goal! San Antonio FC goes ahead here in the 84th minute. Unbelievable!
Unbelievable is right. Jorge Hernandez, Shannon Gomez making magic happen here. And it's only a matter of time for Jorge because it's just that constant onslaught of pressure, always moving. He sets himself up. He takes it quickly. And it's just so unfortunate there for Jared Timmer. Just deflected. It's happened to the best of us, but really it felt like only a matter of time for San Antonio. They've just been non-stop, and it's exactly what they've needed. Still minutes to go.
Referee blows the whistle. Escota's going to come up right-footed. Takes his time, comes up, hits the ball, and it's saved by Peñaranda. And then was the ball over the line? Yes, it was. The goal will be given, and I think that's the correct decision. Now Bradley Bourgeois gone over to the linesman. Anna Bergel, from where we have our commentary position, I have to say that that is the correct decision. The ball was played from behind the line by Johan Peñaranda, and we'll see what kind of angles we've got here. But with me looking at that live, I think the correct decision has been made, and it's 1-0.
Unbelievably, 3 weeks left, and I think we've only got 3 teams that have officially qualified. Ball cut back, chance, goal! Haggard! And Orange County has the lead on the road!
Fantastic bit of play, and we talked about the movement off the ball from Ethan Zubak. As he pulls wide, what does that do? That pulls out Gartig, and that opens up a little bit of a space for Hagar to fill in the gaps.
Down to their final 4 games after this, and it's not going to be easy. Turned over to Vegas, ball at Asante. Asante early, header smashed down and in! Oh, it's that man again! Corey Bennett, the leading scorer of the West!
Starts with a transitional moment. Halfrey stepping high, and we saw this once, we'll see it again, and Gandu picks a right pass, but take nothing away from the quality of Asante. Enough air to give Corey Bennett the ability to run onto it. He heads it down, back across where it came from, not even...
One of the breakout players in the starting 11 for North Carolina, Ezra Armstrong, has turned himself into one of the best wingbacks in the league. And he's on the end of this long ball from DaCosta into the area. Armstrong gets around Dotson. Armstrong scores! Right on cue, Ezra Armstrong makes his mark on a game again. His 4th goal of the year gives the visitors an early lead.
And that is some very slick wingback play from Ezra Armstrong. Everybody knows he's left-footed. He's predominantly left-footed. But he gets Dotson, squares him up, looks as if he's going to shoot that ball with his left foot, brings it inside to his right, and just rifles it past Trevor Spence.
6 shots for the Legion so far tonight. Just 1 has forced a save from Jake McGuire. Birmingham trying to change that here. Pasher rolls it along. Martinez is on. Martinez scores! Who else but Enzo Martinez to bring Birmingham back level?
Tell you what, that was a fantastic goal for Legion FC. Wonderfully worked by Tyler Pasher. And we talked about him drifting inside. Mateus is playing as a 10, but Pasher's been going and getting the ball off the center backs. He's been looking to push Legion FC forward, unlock things, unlock North Carolina. He does so right there with a beautifully weighted pass for Enzo Martinez, who gets his, I believe, 5th goal of the season so far.
Point
points are still up for grabs. Here is the goal scorer. Armstrong serve, headed away by Dotson. Costa back into the mix. Conway into a crowd of bodies. Dotson couldn't quite get there. Guess who did? Olex Anderson nets a North Carolina second.
Wow, and that's a great finish from Olex Anderson. Just rifles it into the net. Straight past Trevor Spangenberg, and North Carolina are up 2-1 in this fixture. But Legion FC failed to clear their lines and get that ball away. They had a couple of chances to do so. You know, and McCartney get down the wing with his right foot and create something with his right foot. So we'll see. But Legion FC have got to do better at defending in that. I mean, look at all the space that Mexican has just been able to drift into in this moment.
He's got Armstrong, who shoots and scores. Ezra Armstrong makes it a brace, and it's 3 road goals for North Carolina FC.
Again, we talked about, you know, moments before Legion FC, there was such a big gap. There was almost like there was nobody. There wasn't a 6 sitting in front of Jake Roof and Alex Cronali as Menzigen broke the lines on the dribble and got that ball to Ezra.
Defended by Brewer. Here's Zuhair. He'll try. McGuire couldn't keep it out. Zuhair beats him near post. Birmingham pull one back with just 1 minute plus stoppage time to play.
And Zuhair cuts inside. He's taken a couple of shots tonight, and they haven't really been that great of a selection, but he takes another risk here. And, I mean, he rifles this ball past McGuire. McGuire's clapping his hands, looking at himself, pumping himself back up, saying, I should have made that save. We'll get a look here to see if, you know, his feet just weren't set. But, you know, Zuhair puts Legion FC in a position where they can go and they can potentially get a third to tie this game. So we get a